It's 9 a.m. and it's time to get going on the second part of my Florida and Maine road trip. I am heading to Maine, but today I'll just be stopping in Rhode Island to visit a friend. Only 170 miles, so it'll be a nice one-stop trip. And got my system set up, but you'll notice something different. If you've been following my travels, you'll know I have an extra charger that I keep on here, but I've replaced it with a top case. So I am going only with my DigiNow supercharging setup. The charging is kind of the last challenge, the last hurdle to overcome for long distance electric motorcycle travel. And so that's probably what you'll be seeing most of on this. But I'm excited. I'm planning to take Route 15 and not I-95 up there because Connecticut 15 is a beautiful road and I-95 is full of massive trucks and it's really boring. So that's it, time to go. Here we go. And so it begins. They're redoing my road, so this is a bit of a mess. Excited to go to Rhode Island today. Get some good New England riding in. Heading to Maine, planning to go up to Acadia. Leaving the Garden State Parkway, heading to 287 and gonna hit up the Tappan Zee Bridge. So, making good progress. Already in New York State. Gonna be in Rhode Island and then eventually, wow, it is morning. I already am in New York State. Gonna hit Connecticut and then be in Rhode Island this afternoon. Probably gonna go to a science museum while I'm waiting for my friends to free up from work. Welcome to the new and improved Tappan Zee Bridge. Beautiful view of the Hudson. There's New Jersey. We got New York on the far side. Okay, 287 was just fine, a little bit of traffic. Now it's time to hit the Merritt Parkway. A nice green parkway. Oh yeah, the Merritt Parkway. This is such an enjoyable road. So I would be going the same speed on I-95, except I would be getting passed by trucks and I would be seeing cities, right? So instead of looking at cities, I get to look at greenery. I get to look at these native trees, some invasive plants. Everything's here and it's so much more enjoyable. It's like a ride in the countryside. So this is great. It's nice and cool here too. The other big difference between a highway like I-95 and a road like this is it has so much great shade from trees that the temperature is like in the upper 70s instead of in the upper 80s. And on I-95 it's just so much blacktop that is uncovered. It gets brutally hot. Leaving the Merritt Parkway. Oh. Having a nice little bridge in the middle of Connecticut, just north of New Haven. I am gonna pull in there in about 15 minutes. There we go, there's New Haven. Wow, we go straight from the highway to a lovely neighborhood with interesting architecture. Here we go. There's the charger. Looks good. And it's right in the sunshine. Here we go. Now, this one is sweet because there's no cards to swipe or anything. Power is on. You just grab this. I don't think there's a card to swipe. Oh, there we go. Press the button and plug number 1 in. Plug number 2 in. I see a green light. And there it is. Okay, so I can hear him. I'm gonna go find a place to eat, hang out in the shade or air conditioning, and we're off. Charging stop number 1 today on my way from Montclair, New Jersey to Providence, Rhode Island. Charging up in New Haven, and this is a handy little spot. Free parking, and it's reserved for electric vehicle charging. So they've got good signage, chargers that work, and I'm using both of them, charging up at 9 kilowatts. So they're working really well. And there's a seafood restaurant over there, and I'm gonna go check that out, see if that's where lunch is gonna be. Because it's about 11 o'clock right now, getting a little hungry, ready to use some air conditioning and maybe some Wi-Fi. So far so good. Just had some of the best pizza at Delegna Pizza in New Haven, Rhode Island, while my motorcycle is charging up, and that was amazing. Got some good air conditioning, chatted with the waitress about what makes delicious pizza, gave her some tips on where to go in New York City, and this pizza is some of the best I've had, including the places I've been to in New York City. Now it's time to get back on the bike. If you have been following my journey so far, you'll know that I've been having some trouble with battery overheating. So when I ride on the highway, the battery temperature goes up a little bit. When I charge really fast with 2 chargers like this at 9 kilowatts, the battery temperature goes up 20 degrees. Today it started charging at 91 degrees, and now it's at 111 degrees. So it went up 20 degrees. If it gets to 124 degrees, it will stop charging. So I'm not worried about that today. I only have 1 or 2 charging stops, but I'm at 87%. Now, when the battery gets charged above 80%, then it starts heating up faster. It heats up at a faster rate. So I want to just charge up to about 80% and then get going. So I'm a little above that. That's fine. But I don't need to go to 100%. And then sometimes that happens. So when I unplugged the second charger, the battery percentage jumped to 97%. So I got more than enough charge here. I'm ready to go. I only got 79 miles to go to Dan's Place Restaurant. I am not going to be hungry because I just ate delicious pizza at Delegna, one of the finest places I've ever eaten pizza, and it happens to be here in New Haven. So I'm going to take this street this way and figure out how to, oh no, I want to go the other way. U-turn. Okay. All right, going from a small neighborhood to on-ramp to I-95. Holy cow. It's so weird going straight from a little neighborhood with local pizza places and haircut places and stuff like that to massive highway in about 1,000 feet. The Quinnipiac River seems to be a very busy river. Modern bridge though, look at this. Mystic Aquarium, where I spent several fondly remembered days of my childhood. Exit 5B from I-95 in Rhode Island. I made it. I'm in Greenwich, Rhode Island, I think. All right. Dan's says it's in the southeast parking lot. So, where's southeast? And there is a Subaru in one of the EV charging spots. Charge point, love it. And this is 6.6 per port. Perfect, yes. Charging up at Dan's Place with both ports of a charge point charging station. When I got here, something interesting happened. So this has never happened to me before. When I got here, I plugged in on port 2, Easy peasy, just happened like it normally does. Then I swiped my card, but it wouldn't let me use port number 1. And it said there's a wait list, and I've never seen that, so it wouldn't let me charge. So I tried swiping a few times, that didn't work. I tried my ChargePoint app, that didn't work. And then, so I called ChargePoint customer service. So you just gotta keep on trying different things, see what works. And the friendly customer service agent at ChargePoint got it freed for me, and then it started charging. So I'm now charging up at about 9 kilowatts, and I'm gonna go grab some food at Dan's place. So I am nearing the end of my journey. It is 1:52, and just gonna have some food and then go to the Science Museum. Sweet. Had a nice post-lunch salad at Dan's, and there is a Bolt EV here. Super exciting. Might be Dan's, who knows. Finished charging. I unplugged one of my plugs. Unplugging the second one. The battery temperature went from 104 to 14? No, 117. So it went up about 13. Start navigation. It's time to go to the Science Museum. Nice. So far so good. And now fast forward as I enter I-95 toward Providence. Here we go! There it is. Yellow brick building. It's museum time. It's kind of nice out, but I didn't see any of the lake rentals. So maybe I'll go to the museum, change into my shorts, and oh yeah, and then I can go to the lake. So I'm cruising around near Providence, Rhode Island, and bam! Massive wind turbines. What is going on? There's the one straight ahead of me, there's one to the right, there's one to the left. Holy moly. Well, here's a massive scrapyard in the midst of Providence, Rhode Island. Right behind those trees are huge piles of scrap. Wow. Wind turbines belong to National Grid. So they do natural gas and apparently other forms of electricity generation as well. I'm excited to get in a kayak for a little while. That'll be awesome. What's that? Yeah. Yeah, most of them are out in California, but they've been around for a little while, but we don't know. Usually we just charge at home. So, yeah. Thanks. Hey, man. Electric motorcycle, yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's got a lot of torque. No, just, I'm just going kayaking. And here is Providence. View from the water. Woo, hello. Nice. They flap their wings, they walk on the water, and then sometimes they'll skate on the water and sink back in. Pretty cool. Geese!